Hey everyone, I'm TH Pine and welcome to Forced Showdown. What is Forced Showdown, you ask? I like to call the Rogue-Lite collectible card Arena Brawler. It's going to release on the 29th of March and this is what it looks like. So let's get into the action, shall we? So it's Arena Brawler with some other mechanics. We're this dude with the light beam here, which gets stronger the longer we shoot it, and in the end we'll do a really strong beam. I'm not sure if we can show it off in this arena, but we'll see it later. Well, I can demonstrate it. There we go, that's the super beam. I did not hit anything with it, it was just for demonstration purposes. Anyway, the goal in every arena is to kill all the enemies. Who would have expected that? And you should try to take as few damage as possible. We have some allies. Well, usually I only have one, but this arena has, I believe, no, that was the last one actually. We only have one, never mind. There are some mutators and stuff going on, so everything mixes up from time to time, and last time I had another ally because of that, but that's not the case this time. So this is our minion, I believe it's called, and when you beat arena, you get to the next arena. You see some progression in the upper left here, there, and we will have multiple arenas, and then we have a boss arena. And at the beginning of each arena, you can play a card from your hand, and you draw a new card as well, and you gain one more mana crystal, like in Hearthstone, where you get one extra max mana per turn, and you refill all your mana at the beginning of your turn. Except that turns are arenas now. And the opponent, who is the boss, he's called Yahoo, I believe, will play cards as well. This is his hand. He plays some cards which have some effects. What does this do? Summons a homing drone that will apply slow on impact if the player is moving. Okay, so he has some nasty things going on here. We have 2 mana. Let's see, do we want the Piercing Light? Yeah, I believe we want the Piercing Light. Piercing Light is pretty good. It improves our basic attack and makes it pierce through enemies. So that's always a good thing to do. Let's do that. We also have some special abilities. Boom. Okay. They killed my companion. That's not great. Let's use my invulnerability. That's my E skill. Oh goddammit, that was a slow. That's horrible. What's the other skill again? Oh right, I have this stompy thing. It's pretty good. It's an AoE, and then I have a passive. Every time I get hit, I believe I attack quicker. I have to double check that actually. I did not play. I played the other hero the last few times I played before recording, so I'm kind of out of the loop with this one. When you are attacked, Beam of Light hits twice as fast. Yeah, so we deal more damage for 2 seconds. And so that's the skill set of this hero. There are, I believe, 4 heroes, but I only have unlocked 2 so far. And well, they all have different skill sets and some special cards as well, because some of the cards are actually just like upgrades for their skills. Like the card I played last turn, which improves my basic attack, is only for this hero, obviously. Other cards are more general and work for all the heroes. So we could play this one, which gives us 40 health and draw a card, or we could play the mana boost and then the overcharge. Mana boost gives them 1 extra mana, and this improves our overcharge ability, which is cool. So let's do that, why not? Not sure if this was actually mana efficient, but we go with it anyway. They have this stupid shield, which is kind of nice. Ouch, that was a lot of damage to my face. Should have used my invulnerability, now I kind of wasted it for no apparent reason. Ooh, okay, this is a pretty nasty arena, I have to say. I think I will survive, but we're probably taking some damage in the process here. Okay, we got out kind of okay. Not great, though. The goal is obviously to complete all the arenas and then beat the boss. And this will then, like, the whole game is separated in shows. And if you beat one show, you can unlock the next one. And the shows are basically difficulty modes, kind of. Well, like more like chapters, I believe. And every show consists of multiple battles, and every battle is multiple arenas with one boss arena at the end. So we win one of the boss arena in the first battle of the second show right now. But we'll show you that later when we're out of here. So either when we die or we beat the boss. Anyway, we have 4 mana now, so we can use Oh Shiny, which will give us a new card, which will be 2 mana cheaper, and we will play this one, which gives us a new card as well. So we have a bunch of cards now. We'll see what we play next turn. For now, let's worry about this arena first. So there we go. That's the upgrade to my overcharge. It hits twice now, which is really cool. It's quite effective. And it's always good to use the... Ooh, the enemy is playing the freaking magma thingy. That's not nice. That's a mean ability. I didn't take notice of what cards he played, but I guess apparently it was the Magma Storm card. What I was about to say is it's always effective with this guy, obviously, to play the to use the supercharged shot of your basic attack. So that's a good strategy if you can pull that off. Ability Bolts is pretty good. Every time we use an ability, we deal 25 damage to some random enemies. So let's do that because it's mana efficient. we can use the other cards next turn. Being mana efficient is surprisingly important. The collectible card elements in the game are actually kind of decent. They're pretty meaningful and have some interesting decisions, especially during the deck building. It's fairly obvious what you play every turn. Not super obvious, but I didn't come around too many super interesting decisions so far. But overall, the deck building has some cool impacts on the game because it lets you like make different decks for different strategies and stuff like that and fiddle around with that. And B, it gives you some more randomness and more variety per run because you don't get the same cards all the time, obviously. So for mana efficiency, we should go for those probably. However, I'm pretty low. I'm thinking about taking this, which will increase my health. This is actually bad because that deals damage to us. I'm not sure if I'm okay with that. I'm not sure why this is in here. I actually did not put that in my deck if I remember correctly. Not sure where this is coming from, but sometimes there are some random cards added in and stuff like that, so... I'm not sure, like, there are some mutators which do that. I'm not sure if there's one active for this round, though. So I'm not quite sure where this is coming from. I'm actually pretty sure that I did not put that in the deck. I would be surprised if that would be a bug, though. That would be a really, really weird bug. So we go with this because I don't want to play the masochistic play right now because that would be terrible. We also have a consumable ready down there. We could use that. We have this. This is actually mutated for this arena. For this battle, is that we start with this one consumable thingy, which kills when I activated all the enemies that are below 50 health. We could actually do that right now. It did not kill a lot. Now it's gone because it had only one charge. It has a super special ability recharge, so that it actually it recharges the stacks when you kill all enemies with it. But apparently I did not do that, so it's gone now. Too bad. But it's not that great anyway, in my opinion, so... Pretty bad mutator, actually, because it gives you a bonus, but it will also make the enemies stronger, so... You don't want that. More damage? Or do we go for all that shit? No, I don't want a blade, still. We had 100 HP, that's not enough. Let's go for way more damage, that should help a little. Those guys are really annoying, because they have some invulnerability. That doesn't make it easier. Thanks, they had a health drop. That's helpful, obviously. Oh yeah, you maybe noticed that the bosses are actually spawning in new minions from time to time. They have the yellow health bars, which means I don't have to kill them if I don't want to. That was the wrong button, god damn it. Kind of wasted my invulnerability there. And he spawns in those thingies right now, which is kind of annoying because they deal damage when I walk through. No, god damn it! Get away! Oh, okay, that was a lot of health drops. We're still only at 75. How do I get out of here? Oh, we could destroy that, I guess. Also, those towers spawn things sometimes if you walk in their range. Okay. This is really close. It's not going well. I don't believe I can beat the boss on this rate. Okay, this is the last level, though. But we're on 60 HP. If I don't draw a heal, I'm in a pretty bad spot. I have one heal card. Well, it's not a heal, but it's plus 80 health. That's almost as good. This is not helping either. This summons a little ally, and if it survives, you gain 15% extra damage from then on. But since this is the last arena, this doesn't help. So we go for the shock helmet and for the increased blood flow. So that should help a little. I'm not sure if this is enough, though. What did he play? Ability to spawn a random minion from the current world. That's not too bad. Extra speed. Stun enemy appears every 8 to 12 seconds. Nothing too scary. But the boss is still pretty dangerous, so... Let's go in there with the invulnerability and try to get some charged shots off. There we go. He killed my minion already, though, so that's not great. Okay, I'm fucking up all my abilities. That's really bad. I wasted my charged shot there. Wasted my invulnerability. Let's clean up a little while he's respawning this stuff. Get out of here. Yeah, he splits up into 2 enemies, and then he will go up into... he will summon back as one big one again. Maybe? Maybe? No, he cancelled my attack. That's bad. I need an invulnerability. Come on. I can't do this. There we go. Wow, that was super close. That was super close. Oh, wow. Well, I did it. The second show is way harder than the first show, I realized. So I did beat the first show which is basically, I don't know, 5 battles or something like that. Now, we did beat one arena, or one battle. So this is the show, the second showroom, basically. So what you do is, you start over here. Let me explain it completely from the start. So you start over here, you go in here, and then you can choose between those 4 battles. And you have to beat 2 of those. And if you beat 2 of them, you unlock the final battle for this stage. This will not finish the show yet, though. Afterwards, you go over there, and this will open up more battles until you come to the final battle. In every battle, you collect points, and those points will be spent on boons down here. So we unlocked 1 boon, and boons are useful. So let's see what we got. 20% companion damage, not bad. Reduce all damage taken by 2, not bad at all. Draw a card after your mulligan. And that's pretty neat. That's 1 extra draw, but didn't have problems with 2 little cards. That's 1 extra mana for the first card phase. I think we go for the reduced damage because we take way too much damage, and that seems to be a problem. So the boons are actually, they provide some interesting choices actually, and you can see what the mutators are for those battles, so you can make the choices according to that as well. So this one has unstable mana and slippery cards, so my deck will be screwed quite over. It's a little sad you can't see what those mutators do in here. If you don't know what the names do, you will realize as soon, like it will explain it to you as soon as you're in the loading screen, but you cannot see it here. So if I remember correctly, unstable mana changes the mana cost of all cards by +1 or -1. Slippery cards means that every arena your most left card will be replaced by a new one. Magnificence Supply is the real deal, so we get an extra starter card, and I'm not sure what Magnificence is. What is over here? Supplies, ability bolts, and quick minions. So quick minions makes the minions quicker but weaker, and we start with ability bolts. Still not sure what that was. Let's just go for this one. I don't know. I want to know what Magnificence is. So let's get in here. Magnificence. You start at 50% health. Draw 1 card each time you end an arena at full health. What? How am I? And we get more enemies? That doesn't sound fair, actually. If you have a heal deck, yes, but that might be deadly. Start with the real deal card played. I'm not sure what the real deal card is, but I guess we're gonna find out. So okay, we draw those cards. We can mulligan. I don't want any of. Well, we can take the square puff actually. The others are not that great right now. So we start with 50% HP, thick skin, the real deal. Destroy all summoned units. Recover if +5 enemies are killed. Okay, that's not bad. That's not the worst thing. What is recover though? I'm not sure what recover does. I know what recharge does, but I'm not sure what recover does, and I can't see from here. If you go here and have some special text like here, then it will show up there. Add-on gain each time you play this card again, because without listed add-on, just stack the original effects. But if the consumable is down here, you can't actually do that, so that's a little annoying. We can, however, go for mana boost, minor heal, which will bring our health to full. And if we don't take damage this time, we'll draw an extra card. So that sounds like a good strategy. Let's try that and hope we don't take damage. So let's be a little careful. Those guys are dangerous. They have poison clouds. As you can see, I just finished off my minion. Whoa! Why is everything so quick? Okay, so far so good. Let's keep our range. Whoa, that use my invulnerability. That was really close though. Enemies. Ah, that's a summoned one. Oh, there. Okay. No, don't. No, I took damage. I used the real deal thing, and it's gone. It only had 1 charge, so that's not great. So I don't think we got the buff thingy because we like the extra card because we took 1 hit of damage. A pretty heavy hit though. 14 damage. That's not nice. So we're in a bad spot now, but we can take Piercing Light, so that might help. Let's see. These guys have shields. The enemy variety is pretty decent, I believe. It's not like super many enemies, but the cool thing about them is they're all very different. They act very different. Like those guys charge. They can actually affect each other, like they can run into each other and stuff like that. So that's cool. And yeah, they're pretty varied up. That's the word I'm looking for. So they're pretty different, and you have to play very differently against them. So let's do that again. Overcharge deals more damage. That's always good. I would like to get health. No, that doesn't look like I'm gonna end this arena on full health. Too bad, too bad. There we go. Yeah, you can't destroy those things as long as they're on. But you could see the enemy took actually damage from the fire as well. So stuff is affecting each other, which is cool. Ouch! Which is cool in my opinion. Makes it a little chaotic, but that's a good thing. Let's get out of the way. Where's the last enemy, goddammit? That's not the one, that's a summoned one. There we go. Arena completed. The arena commentator is pretty cool. What's it called? I forgot. It was a silly name. I forgot. But he's pretty cool to make some cool jokes and stuff. So that's fine. Paranoid is good, that gives us a shield. And let's hope we can keep this Squire Puff alive to gain some extra damage. That's usually possible though. Well, maybe not in this arena because of all the poison and the fire. Because he follows me. That looks pretty bad for him already. Well, he's on half HP still. There we go, Squire Puff survived, so that's good. So that's extra 15% damage from now on. You will see it now. So there he is. And since this is the new arena, in a moment you will see him being like activated. Like he disappeared, I got the buff. And if I check my stats now, I have plus 15% damage. So you have some stats here: health, movement speed, block chance, damage, attack speed, and crit chance. And you can affect them by cards and stuff like that. More health, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Let's use that thingy, that's always fun. And use the overcharged attack on that one. My minion is almost dead again. It's not great. Let's use the invulnerability to not take damage from that and take him out with the basic attack. There we go. It's going fairly well so far, but I'm not sure if I can beat the boss. Okay, we can do mana boost cosmetic cleaver now, so that's cool. More damage. Laser turrets now rotate over time. That's not nice. Only active for one arena though. So let's just hope we can finish this before this gets too dangerous. Okay, ouch, that's damage. That's not good. The blue orbs, by the way, are the points for the boons. The green orbs are health drops. Okay, we got through that fairly decently. We still have 130 HP, that's okay-ish. The minion refills health every turn, by the way, so that's not a big thing. Oh, shiny gives us a new card. What's that? Kill explode victim for 25 area damage. Okay, as long as that doesn't deal damage to me, that sounds like a good thing. Ouch. Ow, wow. Stuff going on. Let's use invulnerability because I kind of lost overview where the damage is coming from here. Ow, those are not nice. I hate them. There we go. Oh, he has to. Ah, where's he coming from? Someone right behind me. That's perfect. Bad. Oh, okay, that was close. I was like, oh, if with an invulnerability, I should be able to take him down, but I almost ran out of the 2 seconds timer for that. So that's the boss battle. For this battle. Let's see, shock helmet, okay, better than nothing, but we're down to 50 HP, this is gonna get really ugly. Let's see if we can do this. Maybe do something like this, use invulnerability. Shit, I cancelled my attack, that's actually the thing I should not do. Fire everywhere. Does it respawn there? Yeah, okay. See, we could maybe survive this thanks to the invulnerability. That's always good. There we go. That was a decent amount of damage. Let's do that again. Let's try to dodge his attack. Invulnerability, and there we go. Wow, we got it. Whew. That was close. Win a battle with no cards or mana left. I got I got 2 quests. The first one was win a battle with no quests or mana left. That's not true. I had mana left. Huh. That sounded like a bug, but I take it. Quests are pretty good to take. Those are basically achievements and they unlock new stuff. They will either give you new gold, which you can spend on cards, or unlock new characters and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the quest really quick. So we got this battle. Now we could do the final battle. I'm not going to do that though, because it works exactly as the other ones as well. You fight the multiple arenas and in the end there will be a boss battle. It's just a little stronger than the other ones. I probably die because I didn't got a second boon because I did not collect enough points. So we're probably not going to get through that. So let's take a look at the quests really quick. Oh, I got a new one here. So this is a little confusing. basically, you have multiple combinations of achievements, and they're called quests. Well, no, everything is called a quest, but basically you have rewards up here in the first row, and then the quests you have to complete to get that reward below. So to get this reward, you have to complete this quest, and to get this reward, we have to complete those. However, as long as you did not complete any quest in that special tree, you can't see them. So the first time you complete one of them, you see the other ones. Like, for example, I got this one, knock 30 enemies down with magma shield, and that means I can see this one now, and now what to do. Actually, I don't see this one, only the adjacent ones. Interesting, okay. Anyway, so we unlocked, and yeah, those quests are actually additionally bound to the show. So this is only available in the first chapter, and later this, well, this is available always, basically, from the first chapter. This is available from the second chapter and later, and this is only available in the third chapter, or show. So did we got a new hero? No, we didn't. Contestant Ravager. We still need this one. Have consumables in all 4 slots. That should be possible. I didn't do it yet. Oh, we got the other one, though. We got Stormbringer. So we got a new contestant, so that's cool. What did I do? Win 10 battles. Oh, okay. So that's easy to get. This was a little tricky. Not super tricky, but you have to build your deck around it, basically. The other ones are fairly easy to get. Where was the magma guy? I think oh, there we contestant Volko. What do you do for that? Finish your first campaign. Okay, never mind. So unlocking the contestants is actually fairly easy. Most of those rewards are basically a lot of gold and stuff like that, or extra boons you can choose and stuff like that. The system is a little weird. Some quests are a little strange. Overall, it gives you a good incentive to play more, though. It's not like there's no tactical choice here or anything, though. But you can do basically some achievement huntings and get some good rewards for it. So there's that. Let's get out of here, actually, though. Quit to main menu. I can continue this show whenever I want. So, but you cannot start multiple ones at the same time. You can only do one. Oh, I forgot one important thing, by the way. I wanted to mention this at the beginning of the video, but now I just remembered. This is not Force 2, by the way. The game was called Force 2 over a year ago when I covered it the last time, but it changed names, and for good reason. Because while this is the same universe as Forced and it shares some mechanics with Forced, the core mechanics are different. Like, this is not a co-op game. This is a solo single player game. You don't play this. This is not multiplayer, not co-op. You play this single player, and that's it. You will have some daily events and stuff like that when it goes live. But oh, Caesar, that's the name of the show host, right? Caesar. So you will have some daily events and stuff like that, but it's a single player game. You don't play it multiplayer, no co-op, no multiplayer, nothing along those lines. So this is more a spin-off of Forced than like a successor. So maybe there will be a Force 2 at some day. I think a lot of people would like to see that. It's a little weird to not get a successor, actually, and instead get a spin-off, but I guess the developer was like, I don't want to do the same game again. Let's do something a little different. So what else is here? Let's take a look here. Let's go. So let me give you an overview. So if you go play, we can continue right now. So let's actually concede that, so I can show you the show select. So yeah, I conceded, so I will not get all the rewards. You get a bunch of rewards. If you beat all of that, you get a bunch of rewards. Actually, now I got only 135 gold, which is something I can do something already, though, because for every 100 gold, I can spin the fortune wheel one time. So this is actually, the progression feels pretty rewarding. Basically, you get everything every time you get something. Even if you don't do really well, you get something which feels like, yeah, rewarding. So I will show you what you can do with the gold in a moment. But for now, so this is the show select. So there are 3 shows. You have to beat the first one to unlock the second one, and the second will unlock the third one. They get way harder over time. The trick in the game is basically that the whole progression system makes you stronger. So the more you play the game, the more cards you get and better boons, and you unlock new contestants and minions, and that will allow you to gain stronger overall. And so I think some of the quest rewards actually give you straight up stat buffs. Yeah, plus 10 health, for example. This one, plus 10 health, this one as well. So the rewards basically make you stronger the more you play the game. And that's the whole progression system designed around. So the game gets harder and harder the further you go in the shows. Like the last show is probably pretty hard. This one is actually pretty hard already. Like the first one is, like if you play it the first time, it's kind of challenging. But as soon as you get the hang of it, it's not that hard to beat. But this one is actually now a pretty hard challenge for me, so I didn't got very far in that one so far. And but that's the whole idea of the system. So now I have to play it a little more to get more rewards, unlock more cards, get better boons and stuff like that. And since the game just gave me another contestant, I have a new way of playing the game as well. So it's not like a repetitive grind. You actually get new content. It might get to that point later where you have to grind to get more stuff so you can beat the game actually. But yeah, so far it's actually giving you new stuff at a reasonable rate. So that's the play thingy. Season, I'm actually not sure what season is. That's probably some daily goal stuff and stuff like that. That's not really announced yet, I believe. Then the fortune wheel, this is basically your booster packs, but you don't draw booster packs, you spin the wheel. It costs you 100 gold, you do this and it will spin and give you most of the time a random card, but not necessarily. So green is common, so that's a bad drop basically. You always get something, but in most cases you get a common card, which is not that great, but it's a new card. If you have that card already, you will, or if you have it more than twice, because you can only have one duplicate in every deck. If you have the card 2 times already, so if you get a third one, it will instantly be uncrafted into what's it called, shards, and you can have up to 1,000 shards, and you can use those shards to craft a random common, rare, or what's that called? Supreme? Yeah, Supreme card. Supreme cards cost 500 shards. I'm not sure. I think you get 50 for. I think you get 50 for a common card as well. So if I get the third copy of the same common card, I get another 50 shards, and that's just what happened here, I believe, because I think I had 100 before. So you don't necessarily only get one card there. You can get. Wow, that's a really crazy drop. Too bad we didn't got that. 2 Supreme cards, but we got 1 Supreme card, so that's really good as well. That's an upgrade for Volcanic, for Volko, for his Volcanic Strike. Now splits off into another line of eruption. Okay, that's cool. So that's one of the abilities of the other contestant I didn't show you. Yeah, let's spin more, and you can sometimes gain gold. Oh, that's actually really bad. I didn't saw that's possible. 1 gold. You gain 1 gold for 100, so that's actually the bad drop, but I never had that, so that's fairly unlikely. But you can see the really good one here. This is 200 gold for 100 gold, so you just get more gold, so that's pretty good as well. Let's see, 100 shards. Okay, that's not too great, but we get the common card, which is, well, actually worse, because the common card is only worth 50 shard, but as long as we don't have it, it's a new card for us to play around with, so that's good as well. Give me the Supreme now. Well, 2 commons will do as well. Boots of Speed and Raging Guardian, and 1 more spin. God damn it, I'm unlucky. Well, we got the Supreme one earlier, so not that unlucky, I guess. And yeah, you gain gold at a reasonable rate. There's no microtransactions or anything around here, by the way, so don't worry about that. My goal is to save shards until I get the Supreme card, so I'm not gonna spend those. Well, let's do it once just to demonstrate how it works. So you spend shards, you gain a new random card. There we go. That's how it works. Yeah, I showed you quests already, and let's take a look at the deck building. So the deck building menu works. It's nothing special, but it has everything you need basically. So let's build a deck for the new hero, shall we? Stormbringer. If you do a new deck, it has a funny name. It's called the deck I didn't care to name yet. Well, without the yet, but deck I didn't care to name. You can rename it, obviously, if you want to. That's a silly name anyway. And basically, as I said earlier, you have some cards that are specific for that hero, usually upgrades for that hero's abilities. I'm not sure if I can find one for this guy. I don't know if I have one for this guy, actually. Oh yeah, here, Stormy gains +3 movement speed. That's not an upgrade for one of his abilities, but it's a card. Oh no, wait, Stormy is not this guy. He is called Stormbringer. Stormy is actually one of the companions. Never mind. I'm not sure if I see one, if I have one for this hero, actually. There we go. That seems to be one. Upgrade Force Barrier. Standing inside the Force Barrier gives you 50% attack speed. So this is specific for one of Stormbringer's skills. So this is a card only he can pick. I'm not sure if there's an... Oh yeah, there's an indicator. There you see the little symbol for this hero. So... Oh, god damn it. What's wrong with my nose? Sorry. It's tickling. So how does deck building work in general? Well, the decks have to have exactly 30 cards, and you can have up to 2 copies of each card in there. So there are consumables, spells, and upgrades. You can filter for those if you want to. Consumables give you stacks of consumable items. Spells will have an instant effect, like for example gain 1 mana, heal 400 health, or discard all your cards and draw 4 new ones. And upgrades give you some permanent buff. And then there are neutral cards. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There are neutral cards and there are hero-specific cards, as I pointed out earlier, and they have mana cost from 0 to 7. And you can filter by all of those things, so this works fairly well. You add cards by clicking on them, you remove them by clicking on them in the deck list, and you can take a closer look by right-clicking the card, and it gives you the name of the artist as well. So the deck editor is nothing crazy, but it works pretty well. Like, it's fairly well designed. It does what it needs to do. I'm not sure. It probably could be improved, but I don't see like a super obvious improvement right away. So this is a pretty good deck building system, I believe. And overall, as I mentioned earlier, I like the deck building aspect of this game. Like, it's cool to have those collectible card systems in here, because it gives you an interesting way of progression, and it also varies up every game because it gives you random cards, and it also gives you multiple options for strategies, because you can build different decks for the same hero or for different heroes, obviously, as well. So you can have multiple different strategies for one specific hero, maybe depending on the show you play through or something like that as well, or which companion you choose to take with you. Oh, actually, I didn't go through the second screen here earlier, right? So let's go back to this, and afterwards we wrap up the video. So if you press play after you choosing your show, you can choose your contestant. This is the new one, Stormbringer. You can see his skills here. You choose the deck, and you choose the companion. I have Xiao Long unlocked and Brutus. He's called Stormy as well, though. So this is actually not like consist. Oh, is he? I think he's Stormy. I believe he's Stormy. Maybe he's not. Maybe I'm confusing this, but I believe he's Stormy, and this is just not like named like the same way for some reason in this menu. So he's called Xiao Long. I believe this is Stormy, but I'm not sure if maybe this is Stormy. I might be wrong. Or you can have Brutus, which I had, and yeah, then you start and you get into the show, which I showed you earlier. Let's actually take a look at the quest. Contestant Volko, Companion Brutus, Contestant. Not sure where you get the other companion. Maybe I don't see that yet. Not sure. I thought Stormy is the little dragon, but I might be wrong. Anyway, let's take a look at the option menu. We have settings. Audio sliders. This is pretty good for voice, music, and SFX volume, and you have a master volume slider as well. It's a little weird. There's a strange bug right now. If you start a new show, the intro video is muted for some reason, at least for me. That's a little strange bug. You can turn off footsteps if you're annoyed by those, so that's all good and well. You have multiple graphic presets, or you can go in the advanced settings thingy where you can change more detailed things. So this is a pretty good options menu in my opinion. This is pretty nice. We have resolution options, full screen, and window mode. I forgot, is this actually... No, it's actually real window mode. This is not borderless window, so there's no borderless window mode. But, yeah. It's always nice to have, so I always mention it, but it's not necessary by any means. You can turn off screen shake and blood and gore if you want to, so that's pretty good. You can rebind all the keys. That's really nice. And, well, you can actually have... No, that's device selection. You cannot have multiple key, like, profiles. So this is a pretty good option menu. You can report back if you so desire. And also right now there's some Twitch event going on, pre-release. So until release you can watch the game, and that will, like, the more people watch it, or for like every hour watched, like per person basically. No, how do you say that? Every man hour watched. That's how you do it. Every man hour watched of this game until release will reduce or increase the release sale. So the game will be cheaper if more people watch it. And also there are some Twitch events. So if I would stream right now, I could put my Twitch ID in here, and that would unlock like giveaways and stuff, and I could win some keys I can give away to my viewers and stuff like that. So that's an interesting way of releasing a game. Certainly not a bad idea. It has some streamers there. It's not like there are not 1,000 people watching this, but a few hundred. And I think it's a pretty good idea. Like, it's pretty good way, or at least a very interesting way of releasing a game. and could be beneficial for the developer or for the game in general. And yeah, there's that. So the developers, where's the home menu? Let me get back to the home menu. Can we get news? Is this the home menu? There we go. The developers promise a lot of updates with more content and daily events and stuff like that. Expect lots of post-launch updates. The show must go on. Expect lots of updates after release and to follow developers' daily efforts. So stuff like that. Where did I get the thing with the daily events? Maybe I made that up. I don't think there will be daily events. Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway. So yeah, that's it. It's called FORCED SHOWDOWN. It will release on the 29th. You can try to win a copy by watching the streams right now before release. And it's pretty cool. It's not a successor to Forced by no means, but I think it's a pretty cool game. It's not like... The thing is, I'm not a big fan of arena brawlers usually, or of brawlers in general, and I enjoy the brawl mechanics. That might either be a good thing or a bad thing. Like, it means that at least if you are not super into this genre, you still might enjoy it. On the other hand, it could mean that I'm not experienced enough with the genre to actually see its flaws. So that might be a thing. I'm not sure, but I feel the combat feels pretty... like varied up. My biggest issue with arena brawls and stuff like that is that there's someone wants something. That's the Twitch event right now. So my biggest issue with arena brawlers is that they're pretty repetitive, and this game tackles this issue pretty well on multiple fronts. So you have multiple heroes, multiple champions, not champions, companions. You have the cards things that mix stuff up. You can build multiple decks and have random cards, obviously, and another winner. Congratulations. And you have the random mutators, what's the word? Mutators, the random mutators for every battle. You have every battle actually in itself is randomly generated to some degree, so you get random enemies, random arenas, and stuff like that. Then you have the boons, which are kind of semi-random as well. So there's a lot of variety and doesn't get too repetitive too quickly. And when you got through the first show, you get to the second show, and then when you finally beat that after a bunch of tries, you get to the third one. So there's some good progression. Like I feel that the pacing is really, really well done here for the progression system. Usually, I'm not a big fan of progression systems in single-player games because usually they're kind of screwed up and somehow hamper your experience, so they either are too slow, so you feel like you're grinding in a single-player game, which is not what you want, or they're too quick and therefore pointless, and just feel like they're completely unnecessary. But in this one, it's pretty well done. You get new content in a regular or in a decent pace, and you feel rewarded for everything you do. So I think it's pretty well put together. As I said, I'm not a big fan of arena brawlers. I like card games though, so I'm kind of into the mix. I'm probably not playing this game for hours over hours, but I've certainly enjoyed the time I played with it, and I played it for a bunch of hours already. So definitely, I would recommend it if you like what you saw here. Definitely, it's well put together in my opinion. So yeah, it's called FORCED SHOWDOWN. It releases on the 29th of March. I will put the link to the game or to the Steam page in the description below. So check it out if you want to. Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked this video, consider subscribing. I'm TH Pine. Thanks a lot for watching. I said that already, right? Have fun and see you next time.